So over this past weekend, Carl Frampton defeated Leo Santa Cruz. He outpointed him to defeat him for his WBA championship. Now, a lot of people were saying that Leo Santa Cruz should have won this fight. I'm actually not one of those people. In fact, I feel like Carl Frampton beat him rather convincingly, especially in the early rounds. I mean, as the fight went on, maybe past the 6th, 7th round, Leo Santa Cruz did kind of show a second win, man, but he was still getting beat to the punch by Frampton, in my opinion. He looked real tired near the end of the fight. His punches were looking sloppy. I gave Carl Frampton the fight, okay? So, at first, Leo Santa Cruz was saying he didn't know if there was a rematch clause for his fight with Frampton. And now I'm hearing that there was a rematch clause and that Santa Cruz is pushing for a rematch, with Frampton this November. If these guys fight again, it'll be interesting because I really think Leo Santa Cruz went into this fucking fight overconfident. He thought he was just gonna walk through Frampton, and that wasn't the case. He was getting counterpunched the entire fucking fight. He was really aggressive, and I don't think he should have been that aggressive during the fight. He really should have used his reach and his jab, to win this fight. That's all he really had to do, and just outbox him from the outside, in my opinion. But this whole rushing in, trying to bring the fight to Frampton, that shit didn't work. So, if they have a rematch, I'm sure it'll be in Frampton's hometown, and it's going to be even harder for him to come out with a decision victory over Frampton. He damn near going to have to knock him the fuck out in order to beat him if they have a rematch. I'm pretty sure Carl Frampton don't want to fight him again. I think he wants to fight Lee Selby, man, because that's a big money fight. He should probably stay away from Gary Russell Jr., because Gary Russell Jr. beat the fuck out of him. Oh, don't give me that shit about, who the fuck knows who Gary Russell Jr. is. He's the best motherfucker in that division, and he got the money belt. He got the WBC belt. So I ain't trying to hear shit about him, all right? Now, Santa Cruz got this rematch clause, and it's really weird that he said he didn't know if there was a rematch clause, for this fight. This is a fucking, this wasn't even as mandatory. This was just a voluntary defense. And he went into that motherfucker overconfident. So, if they have a rematch in November, he's gonna have to do a lot more to Frampton. As a matter of fact, I don't even think he could beat him if he boxes him from the outside, man. He's gonna have to knock this motherfucker out. And I don't know if he could do that shit. He was kinda, I can't even say he was kind of giving that work near the later rounds, because he wasn't. He even lost that 12th fucking round, man. Shit was crazy. It was a good fight. It was a decent fight, man. But yeah, this whole controversy over this rematch clause, man, is some shit. But hopefully everything works out for him, man. Because Leo Santa Cruz, I don't know what the fuck he does after this, man. I really don't know what he does after this loss to Frampton if he don't get a rematch. So, Frampton, that's kind of like propelled him a little bit, man. Frampton feeling himself, man. He's trying to come back to New York, man. He's trying to get this money. He's trying to get that U.S. money. And I don't blame him. So, he go ahead and fight Lee Selby. He can get a big fucking payday if he does that. So, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what big homie Al Haymon got to say about this and that rematch clause. Let me know what y'all thought of the fight, man. I thought it was a close fight, but I gave Frampton the win, man. In my eyes, he beat the fuck out of Santa Cruz. So, Hitman Boxing, drop a comment, man. Let's have a discussion about this shit. I'm out.